you doing? Stop it. And hey, everybody, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, and welcome to episode 2 of the rehash of the Not Quite Ready for Primetime live stream. We are the Disney Nerd Herders. I am Charlie. This is Stacy. Stacy. Sarah's your alias. I mean, don't tell them about that. No.
That's my dancer name. No.
Don't do that.
Moving on.
No. Anyways, welcome in, everyone.
That's
We
Avery.
got noises from Avery already. Tonight we have an awesome show with some really good friends that we have met in person even
Yes.
over the last year. And they are fantastic people that we have got to know a little bit better over the last, especially over the last few months. And let me bring them in. You guys know them in the chat as Monarch Miracles.
Hey,
Charlotte
guys.
and Matthew,
Hi.
welcome in.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for saying yes for our invite. We appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
So, do you want to tell people a little bit about what the Monarch Miracles channel is about?
Okay, I can do that. Obviously, in the name Monarch Miracles, Charlotte raises monarch butterflies by the hundreds, and she's been doing it for many years. And when the pandemic happened and everybody was at home, I got involved with streaming and watching streamers on TV. And I was watching a specific one that I won't mention who they were, but I'm like, if people are watching this, they might be interested in, somebody might be interested in seeing something about butterflies. We should start a channel. And so we started a channel, and the premise originally was to really just kind of follow her journey in raising butterflies. But I'm a Disney freak, and so I kind of added the Disney side of things. Plus, it helps carry us through, because the Monarch season's really from like May through, let's say, middle of October. And then there's really nothing for you to do. So content wise or doing anything would be nothing going on. So we love Disney. So we just added that into it too, and just kind of meshed the two together. And the miracles came out of every butterfly is a miracle. Every person is a miracle. Every butterfly is a miracle. Every creature is a miracle. So Monarch Miracles, that's how we came up with the name. And that's what we got.
Yes, and we have bumped into you a couple times in the parks while you were streaming, I believe, or while we were streaming as well. And they do live streams from the parks. They do vlogs from the parks. They do also train rides to and from Virginia down to Florida. So if you ever want to know the process of how to get your car on a train and what rooms to pick, whether you want a seat or not, what rooms to pick, and going back to Sanford up to Virginia. I can't remember what the
Lorton, Virginia.
Yeah, and they have some videos out there that are very. They give you a lot of information about the whole process, and you get to see them go along the whole process. It's very enlightening for anyone who's thinking about, instead of driving all the way down, maybe parking their car on a train and taking a ride while enjoying the train ride down.
It's really the train ride is really it's changed our trip. The first time we did it, we took it south, and I loved it, and I was all relaxed and everything. We got there, but the problem was we only take it one way, and so that meant I had to drive home, and the drive home was like, why am I not on the train?
Yeah.
So now we drive to Florida and take the train home. And that's it's so relaxing. It's really, if you haven't had a chance to try it, it's worth it. It's great.
The excitement of the trip gets you down. Not an issue. Yeah. It's the sadness of going back.
Yeah,
that's when you need the train.
That's when you need the train.
Right. Yeah. And I remember way back when you guys used to stream in the car while you were driving home. I remember watching that.
Yeah. with all the tears and
Yeah.
sadness. And... all right, so we want to jump into the chats here and say hi to everyone. Can you read
Sure.
the chats? Because I can't
Can
read
I?
the chats.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's start there. Yeah, you can control the mouse.
All right. We're going to welcome in Jean. Jean's here. Welcome in.
Jane.
And Laura B's here. And Mark's here.
Jamie's here too. Chronicles.
Yep.
Just skipping right over them.
Yeah, no, I didn't. So that's Laura and Jamie's channel. They just got 1,000 subscribers. Check them out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And
So
Mike's here.
Mike, hello.
And we have John.
John the Barber.
Hey, John.
That's Jean, Mark. Is this someone? Robert.
Robert Martin from Dunbar in Scotland.
Yay!
Oh, hey.
Ooh, it jumped. AB.
Welcome in,
John's
John.
here. We have a lot of Johns.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
Thank you.
But we like all of them. All right, so welcome in everyone. So we have an exciting, hopefully a fun show. I go through these shows and I hope they come out at least being half as funny as they are in my head when I'm making them. So then I've done something okay usually, but yeah. So I hope we have a good show tonight, and I am ready to kick off this show. So I had some things that I wanted to mention because I know that we had caught up on other things. I had watched your show a little while ago, and there was a little vlog that you had regarding butterflies, obviously, and then we had recently watched the journey of Marty the butterfly.
Oh, nice.
Marty.
That was fun.
He's an older one.
Marty,
Mrs. Marty.
Mrs. Marty, Miss Marty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
And I said, "Oh, Marty, like when that girl on Grease." And then a few minutes later, you said, "Hey, it's by the way, this girl." I was like, "Oh." It was fun.
Right.
Surprise.
Marty with an eye.
So that's pretty cool. I imagine, right? So I don't know. One of the questions, right, I have is this is the educational part of the show.
Okay.
All right. How do you tell a male monarch from a female monarch?
I should let Charlotte answer that because she's the expert.
On the bottom wings of the boy, these two bottom wings right here, there is a black dot on each one on the vein, towards the center of the wing. Now on this one, there's no black dot, so that would be a female. So its
Okay.
process of elimination makes it the female, that you know it's the female. If you
And
see the
you-
black dot, it's a boy.
And you can't tell when it's in caterpillar form if it's a
Not
male
in
or
caterpillar.
They say that you can tell. They say that you can tell when it's in a
In the
chrysalis.
chrysalis.
It has something to do with there's like 6 little black dots at the very top of the chrysalis. And I think if it has a dimple in it, it's a male. And if it doesn't, it's a female. But I could have that backwards because we haven't yet figured that one out.
Okay.
But there are people that know
By looking at it.
looking at the chrysalis. We haven't figured that out.
As far as the butterfly, it's pretty easy, especially when they open their wings. You can see the inside, and that black dot tells you it's a boy.
I was mesmerized by watching and how it develops and watching the wings coming
Spread out and
down.
everything. Yeah, we're like
little, and then they
glued
get
together.
big.
Yeah.
The first time when Charlotte was younger and first time she saw one hatch, she thought there was something wrong with it
I thought it was deformed.
because it had this big fat body and little wings, and then
Yeah.
within 10 minutes
I
it's
was
like,
really-
oh wait,
I was really sad for it, and I walked away trying to pull myself together. When I came back, it looked like a regular butterfly.
So when I was watching the track of videos, right, one of the first ones I watched, and it said, okay, you get to watch the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis, right, Marty coming out of the chrysalis. But I didn't look at the time because it was only like 1:42. Because by the time the video was ended, I was like, well, but that's not it. And then I went to the next video, which is so if anyone's trying to watch their Marty journey videos, it's the not more like the 19-minute video that shows the entire process of coming out. And that's when I was catching you because it was just starting to come out, and you're like, oh, it's doesn't look like it's a Marty, it's a Martina. And I was like, wow, you know that, this and that. And I was very, very curious. And it was awesome because my curiosity.
Yeah.
I was like, then I was hooked. And I was like, then you finally started describing about the dots and whatnot. And it's like, oh, that's awesome.
He was like, oh my God, it's going to fall out. It's going to fall down.
Can't hold on.
It does.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It does happen sometimes that they can't hang on if there's a little issue or something with them and they fall down, and
they have to climb back
you hope
up.
they can climb back up.
They need a way to get back up to the top. Otherwise, their wings won't form properly and they can't fly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they always have to have a way to get to the top to hang.
And when you raise hundreds of them, you inevitably have a few that are deformed.
Yeah.
Because that's just the law of, averages or whatever.
Yeah.
So usually by the end of the Monarch season, we have one or two or sometimes more pets because Charlotte doesn't off them. People say if there's a problem with them, you should put them in the freezer, and then it kills them and it's humane and whatever. But we can't do it.
Yeah.
So we know how to feed them, so we just feed them, and we have a special net for special butterflies, and they just go in the special net, and
sometimes they come along to Florida.
Yeah, they travel well. We'll just put it that way. They're quiet. Nobody knows they're there.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I just wanted to say hello to a couple of people that came in. Amy, welcome in. AJC Magic TV, and Jim from More Sunshine, please.
Hey, welcome in, everybody.
He designed our logos. Thank you, Jim, and thanks for being here. Curious, what's the lifespan of a Monarch?
Each generation has a different time frame.
Really?
So the Monarchs, I don't know how many people know, the Monarchs migrate to Mexico every year. So when they come back from Mexico, the first generation, it takes like between 4 and 6 generations to get back to Mexico. And so the first generation lives like 2 to 3 weeks.
They come up to Texas.
And they mate, they lay eggs, and then those butterflies grow up and they live 2 to 3 weeks, and they move a little bit further north. And the process happens until somewhere around the 4th, 5th generation, in like the end of August, beginning of September, for whatever reason, only because God designed it this way, something changes inside the body, and those butterflies live 6 to 9 months. That specific generation lives 6 to 9 months, and they fly south.
That's
and
amazing.
and part of the way they know that is because out of Kansas University, they started tracking them. They actually put a little sticker on the bottom wing of the butterfly, and those stickers have been found. Like somebody in Pennsylvania, people that we know from a couple of towns away from us, have actually had 2 of their butterflies that they put a sticker on here, and the sticker was found on the butterfly in Mexico.
Wow.
Put it back. So that it's definitely happens that way.
What's interesting is
it's nobody knows why that last generation lives so long. But
they're not taught. They're not taught where to go.
Not at all.
Correct. They don't have a GPS.
Yeah.
It's not the same ones.
And they always go to the same spot in Mexico. They go to the oyamel trees in Mexico.
There's a forest.
How do they know that?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. And you think of maybe it's like an atmospheric pressure type of thing, with the rotation of the Earth and that type of thing. The thing that kind of brings on winter and whatnot. There must be something that triggers, okay, we got to start heading south.
Like the birds migrate south, but
the level of the sun, they say, tells them.
Level of the sun. Okay.
The level of the sun, and then of course they can sense it's getting colder, and they're very solar creatures, so they react to the heat and the cold. So when it's getting colder, at night they know it's getting colder and they don't want to be here. So it's kind of like you got to get out of here. Plus, there's no food. There's no food for
flowers. And they love the sun. They love the warmth of the sun.
You're like me.
All right. You're kidding. I was saying you must have been a butterfly.
I
in
was a
the past
butterfly
life,
in
so
another life.
want to go down to Florida. All right. So who's ready to kick off the lot of the different segments of the show? We have different things mixed in. We don't like to do just one thing, just asking them 100 questions for an hour. It's not really fun about doing that. We try to get to know our guests by doing different things and different activities with them. So the first segment we're going to cover tonight is regarding, we like to do a quick question session about your favorites in regards to Disney, non-Disney, what have you.
Okay.
So we'll go quickly down the list of favorite things so people can get to know you, at least your Disney preferences. What is your favorite Disney park?
Epcot, hands down.
Really? Is that just because of the butterfly?
Not even close.
All right,
Oh
that's
my
pretty
God.
easy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
definitely hers.
I was going to say correct.
Right.
correct. Yeah, we there's a lot of things about Epcot. I think the educational part of it, the different lands, countries, whatever, we like the openness of it. It's the pathways are much more, I think, feel wider and much more open, and
The colors.
yeah, the colors, the festivals. It's just there's so much about Epcot. I think personally,
A variety.
that we just like Epcot.
Yeah.
Originally, it was Magic Kingdom. But he's
Mine too. Yes,
changed.
mine too.
Yeah.
And, it has morphed over to Epcot. Probably, I don't know. It's just because I'm getting older or whatnot, and I appreciate that.
I think if I was gonna like put a little caveat in there, the kid in me likes Magic Kingdom better.
Mm.
Yeah.
But and a lot of people, even people that we know here, at home, friends of ours, refer to the Magic Kingdom as Disney. Like
Oh, okay.
they
Yeah.
refer, like when they're talking about Disney, they're talking about the Magic Kingdom. They're not talking about anything else. And we're like, no, that Disney's the whole thing. That's
Yeah,
the Magic
right.
Kingdom. And so when you think about Disney, the Magic Kingdom just pops into your head. But
Yeah.
as far as what park, like if you told me I had to go to one park from now on and I couldn't go to any others, I would pick Epcot.
Yeah, understood. All right. Do either of you have a favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie? Yeah,
I do like the remake, the live version of Cinderella, and Beauty and the Beast is good, but I also like Aladdin. I like that one.
Okay. Yeah, those are popular, definitely. So Matt, you do not have a favorite Disney movie?
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head that would be necessarily a favorite Disney movie. And I kind of had a feeling you were going to ask these questions, something similar to this, and ran through my head, and I can't say that I have a favorite Disney
It's
movie.
hard to pick.
It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of things I don't have favorites about too.
It's like a go-to for me. Yeah.
And while I have this chance, I want to say hello to all of our Ninja Watchers. We appreciate you being out there as well. We understand that some people just like watching it on the TV and they don't get involved in the chats. That's all right. That's fine. We do the same thing. So, but thank you for being here. All right. Next
And
question.
I did send a link to my mom. So, Mom, if you're watching, hi.
Hi, Matt's mom. And do you have any Disney favorite Disney character? Mickey Mouse?
Absolutely.
Wow. Cool.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh, and Charlotte's is up here. Can you see that?
It's
Okay, so
Tinkerbell.
It's Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah. There you go.
I should like her.
I have a real quick story about that Tinkerbell
Sure.
that I would like to tell. So I bought that
If
Tinkerbell.
you're telling a story, I gotta put the solo layout. There you go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I bought this Tinkerbell for Charlotte on our wedding day in Epcot 16 and a half years ago.
She's
And every time we go back to Epcot and she wears it, everybody's like, "Where did you get that?" and,
Oh,
and
is that a clip-on glow in the dark?
yep.
Tinkerbell?
It lights up.
I used to have one of those that broken. Or...
Okay.
Yeah.
Battery's
It's
probably
very, very
dead.
nice. I was like, hey, it looks like it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we have changed the battery in it
A couple times.
several times.
Yeah.
But-
Yes, but it's very
but,
pretty.
Charlotte's really good about taking care of things. So it still looks almost as good as the day I got it for. And so anyway, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a Tinkerbell, and I think we have a pirate one or something.
Yeah, yeah, the
So
clothes.
it's someplace in the house.
It's
Do you have the
Joey's
same
World.
Tinkerbell? You have the
I
same
don't know if it's the same Tinkerbell, but we had one.
Probably there's only
it was like something that clips onto something, but it's like I'd say it's like a plastic one that it lit up and
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah.
clips
This
on
is
your
a
shirt.
safety pin.
It's
Big
like a
one.
safety pin on the back. Yeah.
It's a safety. Okay,
Oh,
so ours
I
wasn't a safety
no, I
pin. No, it
wasn't
was a
safety
flippy
pin.
thing, but
I was more, yeah.
yeah,
Disney.
it's Joey's World.
Keith's here.
Is his favorite character is Tinkerbell.
Oh yeah. He just had a birthday.
Welcome in, Keith.
Joey. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. How about a favorite Disney hotel?
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Oh,
Animal Kingdom
yes.
Lodge. Okay, we stayed there a couple times.
Yeah.
Awesome place. We love watching the animals from the
The balcony.
From the
See
balcony.
Anna view. Oh,
We have had a few experiences in our life that you cannot explain. The chances and the reasons why we were able to stay there is just we have a pretty strong faith, and it's the Lord, and there's no other explanation for it. People that we didn't even know gave us a room there for the week.
wow.
No,
Now, yeah, we know them now. Obviously, we're friends years
Yeah.
later. We met them in Disney, and it's just a long story, but for maybe the next stream. But they offered us a room there, and we had the opportunity to stay, and we didn't deserve it, but it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, we stayed there a couple of times. One of those times was a result of bed bugs
At the Caribbean beach.
at the Caribbean beach, and they upgraded us over to there
Yeah.
for the second week of our trip. So that worked out
Yeah, we got Savannah View bunk beds. I absolutely loved it.
well. Yeah, it was
Oh.
awesome. Great time. Great
Yeah.
great resort. We love it there. Polynesian and Contemporary are pretty good, as well as the Grand Floridian. Yeah, that would be great.
We
Oh,
haven't stayed
that's
at any of
great.
those.
Probably our second favorite would be Old Key West. We like that one too.
Oh, Key West.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice
A lot of
place
people
to
like
walk
that.
around.
Yes.
All right. So a favorite Disney restaurant?
Unfortunately, it no
Used
longer
to be.
exists.
Oh no.
Morocco.
But we like
Inside.
Marrakesh in
Oh.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's a lounge,
was-
AP lounge.
yeah. That was our favorite. I think for me now, it would be a toss up between three. It would be Boma, Crystal Palace, and Garden Grill. Between those three.
Oh,
And if you
buffet
want-
places, right?
I'm sorry.
Maybe not Boma, but they're
Oh, buffet.
buffets, right?
Yeah.
They're-
Oh yeah, we like them.
I love
I like
buffets.
Crystal Palace, and we eat breakfast at Boma buffet
We did
there
with yep.
a couple
yeah.
times now, and yeah,
One that's making a fast uprise for us too, I think, is Rodeo Roundup.
Okay.
really.
We really like the food there, so that's
It's good.
quickly moving up the ladder.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
Oh.
eaten there a couple of times.
Maybe
too.
there, yeah, it didn't knock our socks off, but
No.
but I can see it's definitely
Certain things are really good, like the biscuits with the,
Yes.
those are awesome.
you know.
Yeah,
I could just
You're not
eat
supposed to have.
the
What'd you say, Stacy?
I could just eat the biscuits as my
Yeah.
meal.
Right.
That's
right.
what Charlotte said the last one. Just bring more biscuits.
Keep them coming.
you bring 52 biscuits.
I mean, they should do it, right? It's a buffet. It's all you can eat, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I know. All right. Do
And
you
also
have?
I'm sorry. A walk up would be Mexico to get the nachos. You
Oh,
know?
Oh,
Okay.
really? Yeah. Okay. We walk up to there once in a great while. Usually when
Yeah.
Avery's there, he likes the
I'm so
Mexican.
picky,
with
so
tacos, yeah.
it's
She is super picky.
yeah, it's hard for
Oh,
me.
She's
okay.
super picky.
You wouldn't want the
If
nacho wings.
there's ever a zombie apocalypse or anything like
Oh my
that,
god, I'm
she's
so
gonna
sorry.
starve to death before the zombies
Before I
get
get
her.
bit.
And I'm the exact opposite. Quite honestly, my favorite restaurant is whichever one I'm in, because I eat anything, anywhere, anytime.
Funny.
You watch Survivor.
Do you have a favorite Disney?
Hi, Keith. See you
Wow.
later.
Do you have a
Fine.
Disney
Oh,
favorite Disney snack?
favorite Disney snack?
Is this one that when you every time you come down that you have to have?
A bubble tea.
Okay.
Really?
Avery loves his
Yeah, he
bubble
loves
tea. Yeah, he likes his bubble tea too.
I used to like the ice cream bars, the Mickey shaped ice cream bars.
Yeah.
But you're only allowed to have so much sugar in your life, and I reached that plateau a few years ago, so I try to shy away from them.
Yeah, I know.
But sometimes, if I'm doing a lot of walking, and I walk past one, and they're, waving them.
They're
Right.
calling your name.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not my fault.
All right, so let's move on to this next segment that I have. It's more lighthearted, fun questions. Hopefully they are that, because sometimes I'll make mistakes and put wrong questions in the wrong areas. But all right, so are you guys ready? You want to shake out your neck a little bit? Breathe. All right. Okay, so I like to bring in Avery into my questions as well. So
Oh, good.
at the end of each of Avery's comic book adventures, the heroes usually end up at Space Taco Bell. Okay, this is true story. Okay, whenever you ever watch Avery's comic book adventures that I've read in the past, his heroes at the end are usually at Space Taco Bell. What would you like to see as the first restaurant in space?
Um,
And Avery's listening to this. He's going to be right now.
Aw.
I would probably say Applebee's.
Applebee's and
Applebee's?
Space Applebee's. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to let him know that next.
Golden Corral.
Oh, he's going to love that one. He's going to love
So
that
he
one.
went to the Golden Corral down here on a school trip,
Yeah.
Oh.
and he loved it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So we still got
actually-
to
The Golden Corral. There's a Golden Corral on 535, which is right
Okay.
near the hotel we usually stay at.
Yeah.
And that Golden Corral is like
We like that one.
600 times better than the one up the road from our house. It's
Oh,
the
really?
food-
Interesting.
the food's just, I don't know if they just prepare it better or if it's just because we're on vacation,
Yeah, right?
but we like it better. We like it. We just like the selection, the layout of the place is a little bit different than up here. And so, but anyway,
Somebody says Mickey Mini Dine in
Mickey Mini.
Drive-In.
Oh, Mickey Mini Drive-In. That'd be cool.
All right. Next question. If you could be a superhero, which one would you be?
I already am a superhero.
Is Tinkerbell a superhero?
She can be.
I
A
don't know,
It
man.
could
I guess, for me, I guess I would want to be Superman because I like to fly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I fly in my dreams.
Oh, yes.
Just the fly. All right.
I like to fly.
Tinkerbell and Superman. Okay. All right. You guys ready for the next question? Would you rather a ding noise every time you winked at someone, or a pew pew sound every time you did the gun fingers?
Oh, I would definitely rather have the pew pew sound every time I did the gun finger.
The ding ding.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
I don't know. For a while there, I did have a winking problem.
You
Yeah.
did.
And
Oh.
maybe I'd go with the little ding, ding, you know.
I'm not a winker,
Maybe get
so I
both,
did the
maybe,
pew-pew.
you know.
Yeah.
The ding
Yeah.
and the pew pew.
Maybe you can get both.
Questions.
Melissa's in. Welcome in, Melissa.
Hi,
Thanks for
Melissa.
joining us. Appreciate you being here. All right. Next question. I got to start writing these in black pen because
I know,
in this
there's a
light,
glare.
the pencil is hard to see.
Mhm.
All right. Would you rather be able to speak with animals or speak every language known to man?
That's a
easy.
no-brainer. I'll bet you I can tell you what she's thinking.
Animals.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
And I would probably say the same thing. I would probably rather speak to animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the less I speak to humans, the happier I am. So
They're much nicer than people.
Animals are
And
very
you can
nice.
interact with butterflies.
All right.
Jamie said everyone's saying speak to animals. Monique and Jamie.
Yeah, speak to animals, right? Dr. Doolittle time here.
Right? Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, all right. So the next segment, you guys have graduated from that segment. Are you guys
Are they
frozen? You
Just
might be-
smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
All right. There you go. All right. We can see you
back?
again. You're moving.
Hey, Shri.
Good.
Okay.
You're live. All right. So, let's welcome in Cherie. Hello, Cherie, and Melissa joined the channel. Hello, Melissa from Melissa Mouse Talk. And anybody else who is watching in the background, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. And we'll try to make note of people as they come into the chats. But thank you for being here. All right, our next section. I like to name this next section. Name that movie from the quote game. Okay. So we're gonna give you a quote,
Pass.
and you gotta guess which movie it came from. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I try to help you along.
If this has anything to do with like the ones you gave Mark last week, we're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay. I tried to mix them up a little bit. I know that Mark I gave to. I know that he gets my references a lot, so I was thinking more 80s and 80s culture for Mark's questions, and I'm confident that not all of these are from the 80s, so you have a chance. All right, and I make them. This is supposed to be fun, so hopefully some easy ones.
If I get one, I'll be happy. Let's go.
All right, I got to get in the character here for this first one.
I'm gonna say hi.
All right.
Say hi.
Hey, say hi.
Hi, Avery.
Matt and Charlotte.
Let's see, Avery, Matt and Charlotte. You have yet to meet Matt and
I
Charlotte.
don't,
right?
yeah, I don't think
He's
so.
No,
never
he
been in
hasn't-
the parks
no,
with
he
you guys.
hasn't.
have
He
they?
sent you
We-
menus.
We did. We sent menus.
Oh,
Menus,
They
remember?
sent you the big thing, the menus. Yes.
I want to. Just going to find the cats.
Yep.
All right. So the first movie quote. Okay, guess this movie. What the movie is from? Okay. All right, buddy. You can come back and visit later if you want. All right. All right. First movie quote. Do you want to say this one? You can say that one.
What is it?
You have to say it like them though.
Oh God. Like life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
That's pretty good. Are they frozen again?
I think they're frozen again.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go.
There they are. Okay. So you guys were frozen for a little bit.
The good news is you started out easy. The bad news is it's glitchy again, but that was definitely Forrest Gump.
There you go. Awesome. Very good. All right. See, you got it. You're on a roll. You're hot already. All right. All right. So here's the next one. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Are we back?
I think you're back.
Yep.
Did you get the quote? Or you missed the quote. Okay. So I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Should we jump out of?
You can try.
Did we get the first one?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
So we're on the
it might
second
be-
one. Can you do it again? Because it was still glitchy.
Okay. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Just drawn that way.
And you do get you use help from the chats if you need it. Only look if you need it.
We don't see any chats.
Oh, you don't. All right. Well, I can help you if you into.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hint. I don't have a clue.
Oh, welcome in, John and Nancy. Our neighbors from New Hampshire used to be. Now they're down here just as much as we are, pretty much. And all right, so all right, Gene's saying it's from Roger Rabbit. Laura's saying it's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. John the Barber. Roger Rabbit.
I was just gonna say I I got a hint from a little birdie. It said Roger Rabbit.
Very good. That's a smart little birdie.
I didn't remember where it was. But as soon as I saw it,
Charlie, I won't give away who told me, but I'll just kind of go like that.
Okay. All right. Is he on your hotline, secret hotline?
He is a personal friend.
All right, cool. That's
A
awesome.
personal friend who I met in a Disney chat who lives about a half an hour from us. Isn't that weird? I would have never met the guy, but he lives half an hour away and we became really good friends.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
awesome.
So, yeah.
All right, so next one. I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. It's Back to the Future Part 2.
No. Nope. You want to go for help?
Laura's got it.
Oh, you don't tell them Laura's got it. You just say
Thank
that's what they're saying.
It wouldn't help me, but thanks, Laura, because we got no comments in our thing.
But yes, it is a Nick Cage in National Treasure. He's going to steal
Thank
the.
you.
That's an old movie.
He's got to steal it to save it, right?
Mhm.
National Treasure. All right, and then the last one of this section. Name that movie. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
I know that.
But what movie is it from?
I don't know.
You know what genre it is, or
What? You again? Look. Oh, she.
I know. Well,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got
Good job,
they
Mark.
say it in a TV show too.
I can.
More is good.
I think my birdie's coming through again.
Save the day.
Walt knows.
I'm
Walt knows.
thinking.
Here's
Hang
one.
on.
Here's one.
I'm thinking
Coming to you.
Spider-Man. Thank you.
All right, great job. You were 4 for 4, man. You guys are awesome.
From Big Bang Theory, Sheldon says that to Penny as well.
Yes, he does. He does say that, Sheldon.
That's funny.
All right, so on to our next section.
Charlotte live under a rock. Yes, we do.
All right, welcome in, Walt. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Walt
Walt.
just did a new. They did a live stream from Universal Epic Universe, and Walt did a vlog from Epic Universe. Go check them out at Mouse Talk.
I'm working on ours.
Stacy's working on ours, which should be ready by 2027.
Ding. Oh boy.
All right. So this next segment is called "What's the Next Line?" All right. So last week, if you guys watched Mark's show, it was "What's the Next Line?" with
Yes.
that was the movie edition. This one is "What's the Next Line?" This is the Disney Ride edition. What's the next line? Okay.
All right.
So with Disney Ride hats on. Okay, so that's the only hint you're getting from now. All right.
Are you gonna
so-
sing it?
I don't know. Is there anything to sing? I forget what I wrote. All right, so let me try to read what I wrote.
You gotta use a pen next time, ding dong.
Okay, I know this one. All right. You ready?
I'm
All
ready.
right. Remember how easy it was to learn your ABCs?
Thank the
Thank
Phoenicians.
Phoenicians.
Extra
One of my
points. if you-
favorite quotes.
What's after thank the Phoenicians? Extra points worth. Thank the Phoenicians.
They.
Invented them.
Invented them. There you go.
Yep.
Awesome. See, you
Yeah.
got it. Did you hear Judi Dench's voice in your head while you were saying
I'm not sure.
Yes.
That I wouldn't be able to tell you.
that? All right. So this next one I can sing. La la la.
Wait, I gotta get my camera out.
No. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
shining at the end of every day.
Wow, 2 for 2. You're on fire. Fire. You know what I do for fire? This is what I do for fire. All right. All right. So this next one, you guys should know this one. I would be astonished if you don't know this one. But remember, I say the line, you say what's next, okay?
Okay.
This chamber has no windows and no doors, which offers you this chilling challenge.
To find a way out.
Woo-hoo. Awesome. Great job.
Of course, there's always my way.
Awesome.
Yes.
That was for extra credit. Thank you. Awesome. Good
The
job.
Haunted Mansion for anybody who doesn't know.
Yep. Haunted Mansion, extra points. Look at that. They are on fire.
You might not want to use your
Castaway.
hero, Tom Hanks, Castaway. Mark.
Are we back
On
yet?
fire. All right. And then let's see. All right. So the last one in this question we have, in this segment we have, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. What's next?
It's getting dark. You can put them. See how it works. Go ahead.
Did you guys hear that one?
That's a little better.
They might have broke off. Did you guys get that last question, or do I need to repeat it?
They're not going to make it. Pirates?
So they heard me. Oh,
Oh,
what happened? Oh no.
Oh no, we lost them.
Oh man.
Well, everyone in the chat
Good
got
job.
it.
So let's give them a hint.
Well, they don't have chat.
Oh
and
no. All right, they might be back in a minute. Hang on a second. We'll entertain you with Stacy singing now.
oh yeah, right.
Or we can go to what do we have coming up
Ooh, what we have
until they get
coming
back
up.
in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Friday we're going to be live with Taylor Dane, and then Monday we're going to be
That's
live.
going to be the second set only on Taylor Dane.
Okay.
So, okay.
Then we're going to be live Monday with 98 Degrees.
Yes.
Are we doing all sets? Do you know if
That
we're
one I
doing-
had it for, I was planning, I had it at 5:00, so we could possibly do all sets depending on if they're going to be doing repeat stuff or not.
Okay.
We might not, but
Okay.
all right, so
Um,
where is?
And then I'm working on our Epic Universe vlogs. I videoed like hours and hours of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to cut it up. So I want to show you everything. There's so much to see. And I don't want to leave stuff out. So I might have to be a little creative for that.
They're coming back on right now. Hang on. The place is not connected.
And then we're going to be going to Tampa Zoo this weekend. So I'm hoping to vlog that too.
A little bit, yeah, a bit. We'll see.
Yeah. So we got some fun stuff coming up.
Awesome. I think they're almost back,
Hey
guys.
there. Yay!
They're back. Hooray.
We
Awesome.
we knew that one. We said the right answer, and then it
Just
cut us
didn't hear
off.
it.
So we'll just move
Okay.
on.
But did you
That's really funny because we really had no idea, and then all of a sudden it just blanked out. Sorry about that.
No worries. That's happened to us.
Yeah, all the chats, all the chats got covered. Yes, so they said, I knew you would.
Yeah,
That's from Dinosaur, right?
I knew
Right,
you.
we were just telling them. We just went ahead and was telling them what we had coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about
They
that.
know.
We're back. We're back.
So you guys did pretty good on all those. Thank you for playing, and it was you guys are very knowledgeable about your movie trivia and your Disney ride trivia. Excellent. So did you have any questions that you wanted to ask? I know that you had specific
I did.
side questions, Stacy questions.
Which Disney character do you not like, and why? Is there one that is like you find annoying, or you just don't like the character?
Do you despise any Disney characters?
If you could blow one up, which one would it be?
If you could take the eraser and just erase them from
Erase it.
existence, who would it be? Yeah.
I don't have any really that I despise.
Bubble on Charlotte.
If I say everybody's gonna hit me,
Nobody's gonna hit you. I'm the only one in the house. No one's gonna hit you.
I don't see the interest in Moana. I don't know why they made different things that don't really make sense about it.
Right.
Yeah, look at it in the chat. Snow White, Peter Pan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
People don't like Snow White. They don't like Peter Pan.
Any, yeah.
Yeah. Or the cartoon one or live action one. Huh. Snow White. Yeah. All right.
Huh.
Cool. So nobody send any Moana stuff to Charlotte for Christmas.
Crossing that off the list.
She prefers Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. All right.
that was good.
Have you done any Disney cruises or any cruise?
I years and years and years ago, before I met Charlotte, I was on just a short little cruise that just went from Miami over to the Bahamas, and
Okay.
I didn't care for it. I didn't like it, and we're not.
Just stay here.
Yeah, I watched the movie Titanic. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, tons of people that go.
Me and sharks, we have this kind of like thing going. They stay out there in the water. I stay up here on the land. It works well.
Melissa says Pinocchio.
Who doesn't
Interesting.
like Pinocchio? Wow. Okay.
Huh.
Anything else? I did promise them a revenge
Okay, go ahead.
segment. So I know I did promise you guys a revenge question segment. If you guys wanted to ask us any questions,
I thought of really. I pondered this because I knew you were going to do this, and the only thing I really came up with is: do you miss anything? What do you miss the most about from back home in Massachusetts? What do you miss most?
Anything.
Well, there's some food places that we really like and they don't have down here.
Yeah.
But like if you check out Chronicles of L&J, they did like the Minuteman stuff.
We loved,
what is it? Reenacting.
Yeah, it was the 250-year anniversary of Paul Revere's ride. And we used to love, we used to live in central Massachusetts, so we used to be right next to Concord and Lexington and all those.
I worked in Concord.
All those awesome Freedom Trail places. And we used to love going to Minuteman Park, and we used to love going to all the mansions over by Northbridge and whatnot. That's one thing we used to really love. And we even did some vlogs or live streams and vlogs from that area.
Yeah.
We really like that time period and those trails and the architecture and just the storyline and looking at all the models in the Minuteman museums along the way. So that's one thing we definitely miss.
Now you think that we would say family.
Yeah, we miss family too.
Truthfully,
Yeah, right.
we see them more down here
I know. We see them more
than we
than
did up there.
That's true.
So that's why they're not number one on the list.
It's funny because you live close to family and you really don't see them that often.
Right.
My brother and I, my older brother lives like 5 minutes from where I work, and so every Monday after work, I go to his house and we watch a movie and eat lunch together because he works weird schedule just like I do. So he's done by 11:15 in the morning. So, but if I didn't do that, I'd never see him. So it's.
Yeah, we were 5 minutes from my brother and we never saw him.
Yeah.
The kids are all older, so it's not like like the
You would
young
see
kid
family at
birthday parties and
yeah,
stuff.
it's like that.
You get past that when they hit a certain age,
You see
So-
people less, but of course we miss family, but we miss also Minuteman Parks. We miss King Richard's Fair. We miss. I would like to go up there for like maybe 2 days and watch a huge nor'easter with 2 feet of snow just dumped down, and then go walk.
And not worry about shoveling it.
Well, go walking around in the peace and quiet of a heavy snowstorm. It gets really. There's like a deafening
it's like a
thing about
nature
it,
thing.
and it's just so pretty with all that stuff. and then get the heck out of there.
Mm.
Not having to shovel any of it, you know.
Right.
But I'd like to go up there for like 2 days for that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, Jamie says my marshmallows, Massachusetts marshmallows, and Macintosh
That's
apples
right.
are my
Yes.
two.
Apples are.
Yes.
Am I correct that down in Florida, your marshmallows that you can't?
Plastic.
I don't know. We've had issues with some of our marshmallows.
I would take a marshmallow and like up in Massachusetts,
It's not all of the marshmallows.
I
I'll
would
tell
do
you
a
that.
marshmallow. You know how like you could peel off the
Mhm.
the
Right.
thing, and
Yeah.
you still have goo and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't down here. The marshmallows don't melt.
They don't do the same stuff.
You can't do it.
Should we bring you marshmallows when we come down in November?
Well, Laura and Jamie bring us some
I
marshmallows
accept
too.
all marshmallows.
We could
from abroad.
we could ship some. I mean, they don't weigh anything. They probably ship pretty cheap.
So,
just
yeah,
definitely,
and like we had like like you have like your grocery store brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we would buy up in Mass. But I had also a bag of like I don't know the Jet Puff or whatever is the typical brand,
Mm-hmm.
and then I bought the exact same brand down here,
and
and it was different.
Really?
So it's not even just
gotta
like the
be
grocery store brand marshmallows. There's something down here
It's
that
either they're
is different.
mixing it differently or the atmosphere is making
yeah.
it different because
Yeah.
even the peanut butter down here gets this oil in it. It's just it's the same Jif or Skippy.
separates.
It's stuff and you get this layer of oil on top of it. You never got that up in Massachusetts.
No.
That's weird.
Not after like a few days.
And it's the same temperature here in the house as it was up in Mass. So it doesn't make any sense. But
it's gotta be
there's some
something-
weird things happening.
Something is
Wow.
Yeah.
something is amiss.
We've done the
Yes.
campfire over at Trails End area at the
Yeah.
Fort Wilderness. We've done the campfire and roasted marshmallows there, and I don't recall if there was the center part or not.
Yeah, I can't say. It's been a while.
They gave us the
Yeah.
marshmallows.
Maybe Disney's got a special thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
everything's good in Disney, so it's
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, we've tried different bags, thinking maybe we got a bad bag.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
wow,
Interesting.
it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So,
So do I get a second one? Am I allowed a
Yeah.
second question?
Sure, yeah.
So aside of the obvious things in Florida, like Disney and Universal, and the fact that you can walk to the beach because it's only like an hour away, what other thing about Florida do you really like?
Well, we originally started coming down here because we had family down here in Venice, and Venice is one of our favorite areas.
It's a great area.
Venice has a South Jetties pier that we absolutely loved, and we vlogged from there, did videos from there many times, and we've even gone live from there many times. But the last two, it's in dire straits right now. The last two hurricanes just wiped it off the map.
yeah.
So it's very, very sad to see our favorite place pretty much on earth to be decimated.
Yeah.
And we were there a couple of weeks ago, and we got Walt and Melissa were with us and just saw the destruction of it still. And it's going to be years before it's even put back to normal. So that was that was our go-to place. Every year we'd go down there. We loved it so much, and we can't wait for it to get put back together. Hopefully, bigger and better. Stronger than before, so that it doesn't get wiped out by the next hurricane. But it's one of our favorite places to go. So we love Venice. We love the downtown Venice. It's such a nice city, nice, pretty. It's very scenic city.
We're very familiar with Venice. We have friends that live there.
Oh yeah,
nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So they a few years back took us to see the sunset over the water, right on the beach there in Venice, and it was interesting. Charlotte saw it more times than I did because she was friends with them first. And when the sun goes down, you ever saw when the sun goes down and there's no clouds at the horizon, when it goes below the water, people clap. Like
In the movie.
and that's and she's and we remember seeing like people coming quote unquote from work, they're dressed up in suits and stuff like that, and they're just checking the sunset out because it's relaxing. and
It's-
you know,
yeah.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
The thing down here, so like up in Mass, it's cold all the time. Well,
For her, it's cool.
A lot.
so you may get like 2 months, just like the past so many years, like 2-3 months where it's like hot summer, and the rest of the time it's cold, and there's not a lot to do. You know,
Yeah, well, we
in our
lived up
area,
there for
and in
53
our
years.
area.
Always
We
do
did
something.
everything.
In Florida.
Yeah.
So when we came down here, you have so many more months to do things,
Right.
and there's tons
You
to
can do things year round.
I mean, even
here,
just
so-
like last year during the summer, how many different beaches did we go to?
yeah,
We're not
we're
We
stuck
were
gonna
in
do
the
more-
water, we were swimming, and like up in Mass, are you kidding? You'll die going in the water. Even on the hottest day in the world, like
You'll be
It's still
up-
chilly.
the water's still 50 degrees.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah, it's
That's
Jersey
Yeah.
Beach is that way too. It takes till like the end of summer till the
Okay.
water gets really warm.
yeah, yeah. It's it's just I don't know. It's just wonderful down here.
All right. So did we answer your questions to your satisfaction?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have
Awesome.
another question real quick. Have you taken the train to other places, or you just do it to Disney and home?
I mean, we've taken the train just down to Philadelphia, but that's
Yes.
only for us. That's only
To
like
Center City.
an hour from us.
Okay.
So we've
Yeah,
never
you take
taken
the
like any
possible
big train. Here's the thing for us. About 23 years ago, Charlotte created a monster, and she took me to Disney for the first time.
So we go nowhere else.
That's
I'm done.
That's
In
where
fact-
you go all the time. Yep.
In fact, Stacy, I watched your vlog on the last one. It was at Hogwarts and I can't think of it.
Oh, Universal.
Rode some kind of motorcycle roller coaster or something.
Hagrid's, yeah.
Yep.
And you said it in your vlog that people that don't go to Universal are really missing out because it's a nice park, but I have to disagree and just say that I couldn't do it. If I was in Universal, I'd be like, I am wasting time I could be spending at Disney.
Oh boy.
And I honestly think if someone bought me a ticket to Universal, if I had a ticket to Disney on
You
the
switch
same
it
day,
out.
I'd be like, I'm sorry,
Switch it out.
I have a ticket for Disney that day. I don't have any desire. The whole Epic thing, the new park, zero desire to
Oh
go.
my god, it is
I am-
amazing.
I'm a
Yeah.
Disney freak, and
That's that.
that's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To each their own, I guess. It's,
Yeah.
you've been into Universal though.
no, never.
No, so he doesn't know what he's
Oh.
missing.
So that, maybe you could drag me there someday, kicking and screaming. But I just
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a different mindset for sure.
It's funny. Like people say you got to go at least once. Like, why don't you go? You got to go at least once. And people have told us that for years and years and years about like the Christmas party. You're down every year at Christmas and you don't go to the Christmas party. And no, we never go. So finally one year we're like, all right, we're going to go to the Christmas party. So we went to the Christmas party and I was unimpressed. I was like, I spent all this extra money.
Well, he
Mm.
couldn't have the sugar cookie.
Yeah, and I
He
can't eat
couldn't
the
have
cookies. I can't have the hot chocolate.
So,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's part of the experience.
I didn't,
what we
and I
heard.
didn't feel like the park was any less crowded.
well, we went on
Well,
Peter
that's-
Pan 4 times in a row.
Yeah,
that
but
was
that
nice.
was at the end of the night.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
So anyway, whatever. It is. It is.
Yeah, it's definitely a different mindset, though.
Yeah.
I think it has grown on us over the years as well. We liked it from the beginning because we especially back then we were definitely roller coaster enthusiasts, and there was definitely different roller coasters and different types of thrill rides down there.
Mhm.
As the kids have gotten older, they're appreciating Universal parks
More too.
more because they can do more than when they were younger.
Yeah, and it definitely, especially with this new theme park, though, there's definitely great theming. So
It's
you might want to
amazing.
give it a shot, especially if you like Nintendo World is very immersive. If you like video games, that type of thing, like I do, that was fantastic. And then all the other worlds around that Epic universe are very, very immersive, and they did a top-notch job
Yes.
at the theming on all different areas. It's wow.
It blew my mind.
And then the Celestial Park area, we were like, this is what Epcot should have done with their central area.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to go up to Epcot and just the people that did Epcot, and just smack them around and say, look at this, what Epic did. This is what you should have done. You need more water, and it was so pretty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, they messed it up. But,
Yeah, we could understand that.
We agree with that.
It took them so long to do that.
Yeah.
To mess it up. A long time to mess it up.
5 years for nothing.
It looked better before.
Yes, you are right.
Yeah, we certainly missed the dancing water or whatever that was there. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So we're gonna be closing it up now, wrapping it up. So you want to let people know what you have coming up on the channel? When's your next trip? Or
so real quick, I'm still working on our latest train video from the last time we came back. We did something a little bit different. I won't give it away, but we did try something different on the last train video. So I'm putting that together. That should be together shortly. And then just today, when we left Bible study, we saw that Monarch season is starting. So there were
little milkweed
popping up in the flower garden at church. And so we're gonna hopefully start getting some Monarch stuff going.
So is it a pretty good rule of thumb? Where there's milkweed, there are monarchs.
Oh yeah,
they'll find the tiniest plant and lay their eggs.
Wow!
And that's when the caterpillars hatch and eat that milkweed plant and grow and hopefully find a spot to spin.
I would like to also, I've been talking about it for years and haven't ever done it, but I would like to put together a vlog telling people how they can raise a monarch. Because raising one monarch is very easy. Raising 400 is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, that'd be a very interesting video.
Just raising one, like when following Marty, something like that. But just here's the tools you need, to do it, and go try it.
Well, he always says if everybody raised one, we'd have so many more. Around.
Yeah. So
true, right?
I'd like to do that at some point. And we've also talked about putting together something where I don't know if we would do it in vlog form or if we would do it in live form, but Charlotte raises 400 plus, as we've said, every year. And she names 400. You name every year. He names 400 caterpillars.
Sometimes there's groups,
and they have stories and things with each. Some of them have really, like last year, for example, real quick, one got away, and she couldn't find it, and she heard it. It was in a tissue box. Like it crawled across the room and crawled into a tissue box, and how she found it, heard it, whatever is, so there's just stories like that about raising them. And when you raise, again, 400, you have these crazy
little stories,
there's times when she's raising, like, I'm not exaggerating, 100 or something at a time. Like she's just, they're all over the house. They're everywhere. Like I don't know how she does it and remembers to feed them all, because
the butterfly whisper.
It's a lot. But it's her passion. It's her passion. It really is her passion.
They're little babies and they need to be taken care of.
Yep.
Oh no.
I
think we just lost them again.
All right. Well,
we were wrapping up anyways.
We're close to wrapping up. So see if they can get back on.
Okay.
But in the meantime, did you have anything else of what coming up for us?
No. We ate at the Helios restaurant, which is the big hotel that is attached to Epic Universe.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that video as well.
Okay.
And I have some other ones to catch up on. So
yep.
as we have time, I try to.
Epic Universe, and we're taking a trip next month to Disneyland Paris.
Oh, we'll definitely be doing a lot of videoing of that too. Yeah.
Oh, Monarch, if you want to
Definitely.
hop back on, we can say goodbye. But if you're all set, then that's okay as well. House cleaning. Everyone, go please check out Mouse Talk. Tuesdays
Oh,
at
they're
8
back.
sometimes. All right,
There you
he's
go.
there. Awesome. Welcome back. But
Can we
yeah,
come back to say bye?
I was just wrapping it up and saying
Yeah,
with a few channels that we like to check out. Mouse Talk is our friends Walt and Melissa. Go check them out. They go live from the parks on the weekends, and they're doing a lot of vlogs. So go check them out. More Sunshine Please, Jim. More Sunshine Please. He goes live on Tuesdays at 7 with his More Sunshine Please channel. A very different channel. He does a lot of old school commercials from drive-in theaters, and he does a lot of great different segments that are fun and keep people engaged. So go check out Jim. And then you also want to check out Laura and Jamie Chronicles of LNJ. They just hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, you guys. Well earned. They just were down around the Freedom Trail area doing live coverage of the Paul Revere stuff, going through the different towns and all the different activities that were involved with that this past week.
Mm-hmm.
And then D&G Explorers, who are not live tonight. They're supposed to go live, but they had to cancel last minute. But D&G are good friends of ours, Derek and Gregory. D&G Explorers, they do cruising, they do Disney, mostly cruising lately, but they're going to start doing Disney pretty soon, I guess.
They got to come down here.
Yeah. Check them out Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. It's their usual time. Again, not tonight, but anyways, Laura's saying that she messed up a video. Yeah, so they're new at live streaming a little bit, so they were trying to just get used to Prism for the first time. So yeah, you got to allow them a little bit of getting used to stuff time, right? So anyways, but anything else you want to mention?
No.
How about you guys? Anything? Any last moment?
Ooh.
They are gone. All right, the fates are just yanking them away from us.
All right, that's okay.
Well, let's close this up. We will go solo. Oh my, close up. All right. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It was a fun stream. Thank you to Charlotte and Matt, two very, very nice people who very nicely accepted our invitation to come on our show.
Mm-hmm.
We started our Not Quite Ready for Primetime live streams up again. We like meeting new people. We like introducing new channels and new people, getting or whatever we can try to get them a little bit more extra exposure out there, because we think they deserve it. And
we're not only just doing YouTubers, but we're doing like subscribers too. If anyone's interested in coming on the show, send us a message, or you might be getting a message from us saying, "Hey."
Yeah, we'll probably be reaching out to some people some point. I think next week we're going to be going live from a park.
Okay.
We have some stuff coming up, and we do have, some people that would like to see the park once in a while. So we're going to be trying to do that more often as well.
Yep.
We got some live streams coming up from Epcot in regards to the shows that we're covering. So just keep an eye out. We create thumbnails, so keep an eye out on the thumbnails.
Yeah.
And Matt and Charlotte, you want to say goodbye?
Don't do it. We're back.
Don't do it. We're back.
Don't do it. We're back. She's gonna flip the thing because we keep losing the internet. I said, don't do it. We're back.
Charlotte, come back. Come back.
She's
Charlotte.
not listening.
That's all right. It's all
We're
right.
back. We're back. She's coming. Probably the second she sits down, it'll snap out again.
Now, do you guys have a closing phrase that you use on your live streams?
No, I think we probably just say take care.
All right. So I highly suggest you come up with one that's really, really awesome, because you'll gain 1,000 subscribers in like one night.
Okay.
It doesn't work for us.
I'll work on that.
I'm sure it'll work for you. something catchy, something jazzy, something that says, oh, makes people think, Sometimes double meanings work a lot, it just it tells your chats that you appreciate them and you appreciate their intellect for everything that they read into your closing statement. You're saying how smart they are. Just like our chats are very smart, right? All right.
Don't listen to him.
All right.
I couldn't listen to him because our internet was wigging out again.
Oh no.
All right. So thank you everyone in the chats. Thank you to all our Ninja watchers. And we appreciate every single one of you. And as we always like to remind you, don't forget to do your duty.
It's a big duty.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya. Thank you.